Hey people, hope you're all good. Today's going to be a little bit of a emergency video. We're going to be talking a little bit about Trump obviously getting into office tomorrow, how I think that's going to affect everything. Is this even the background I want to go with? I'm feeling newsy. We're on the news today. We're delivering some news for the people. We're going to talk about how the potential reaction we could see from Trump getting into office. We're going to talk a little bit about his meme coin. We're going to talk about general market sentiment. And yeah, it's going to be vibes. So without further ado, let me go and share my screen. Now, I don't know about you guys, when I look at Bitcoin right now, I don't know if I've ever seen a more bullish looking chart. Now, I could be wrong. Obviously, we've still got to break this all-time high, but this looks like a typical consolidation pattern. Obviously, before, when we were in this consolidation pattern around here, I was saying, hey guys, we're going to break out of this, and then when we do, we'll reach around that 100k mark. Now, if you look at us, we're kind of in what to me seems like a similar position. We've kind of got this very, very strong support level. We've had a few wicks through, but nothing's crossed below on the daily. Me personally, I'll draw this as more of a bull pennant and a bull flag, but you know, that's kind of depending on the time frame you're looking at it on and personal preference. Again, we're just seeing this be so solid. Now, if you believe in kind of this kind of thing as a price target, we should see then a price target of just over $140,000 Bitcoin coming out of this as an impulse move. Now, personally, I think this is very bullish. I thought we were still bullish here. You know, if you watched my short, you would have seen that we were talking about how there's not a whole lot of liquidity down here. There's a lot of liquidity down here, but I didn't necessarily see that happening. However, there's a lot of, well, there still is, but there was especially a lot of short liquidations around this area, and that's only going to compound. And then whenever someone's short in the market, and then that short then gets liquidated, that's equivalent to, because you've got to see the shorts kind of like pushing price down, buys pushing price up. When you then remove a short, because it gets liquidated, because price goes up, you're then removing a little bit of sell pressure, which then means the market can move up easier. So basically what we're then doing is we're just kind of, we've been suppressing it with all these shorts, because everyone was feeling super bearish. Now as that pressure then lifts, it's going to be so much easier for the price to then move upwards. Now, I remember not too long ago, less than a week ago, everyone was feeling super bearish. Me personally, when we were getting into these lows, I was taking long positions. I had a long position here on Bitcoin. I don't know exactly where my price target's going to be. I'm just going to let it play. Same for Solana. Obviously, we've kind of rejected. I mean, that's wicked down quickly, to be fair. Because that was up here like not even that long ago. But yeah, me personally, with positions like these, I know it looks like the stop loss was hit there, but it wasn't. We're still in that. I don't see there being some crazy drop that then takes me out of these positions, so I'm just going to hold them. I'm happy for that to happen. They're all at break even anyway, so worst case I just don't make anything. But I mean, this is like a 30% drop would need to even get back to my break even points. Obviously seen like bullish crosses on the daily EMA. It's normally always very good, especially when it's then combined with volume like we're seeing there, and then especially like we're seeing now. Bitcoin, we're rejecting off with these EMA crosses. You know, everything looks good. I've also placed some longs on ETH. Now these are a little bit more risky, but everyone's bearish on ETH. We're going to go a little bit more into that at the moment. Now, like I say, not that long ago, sorry, that was not the right tweet. Where were we? This was the one. Yeah, your favourite influencers were going, oh, I need to know if the bull market's over, blah, blah, blah. I don't think these guys actually believe that, but, you know, I don't know if these guys believed it, but there was still a lot of negative sentiment. People weren't sure. And then now to see how quickly everything's flipped super bullish, it's crazy. I mean, Becca, I know this was a joke tweet. Mostly it wasn't guys like this that I was seeing tweeting about it. It was just your general crypto Twitter accounts. But these are the guys that stick in my head because obviously I actually know who they are rather than just some random guy on the internet. Now if you look on the crypto Twitter timeline, it's ridiculously bullish. Everyone thinks Bitcoin's going to $1 million again, XRP's going to 10,000, blah 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 blah. Which kind of scares me a little bit because generally everyone else is wrong. So we'll just see what happens. But speaking of, people are very, very bearish on ETH. I mean, I'm seeing things like this, evolution of trash. People are talking about ETH trash in 2025. ETH just signed donkey after donkey. We're stable at this point. You know, this is my timeline right now. This is my timeline right now. I mean, there's some pretty funny stuff on there, but for me personally, this doesn't change anything. If I go onto the seasonality technicals and then pull that up, I mean, okay, so this might be a lot for people that don't really know what's going on, but if we just zoom out, you can see that generally in this first quarter of the year, ETH, these first quarters, you know, from now until May, ETH goes up. ETH goes up, you know, so we're in this kind of first quarter of the year. ETH's going to go up. People have been complaining that ETH wasn't going up around these areas. It's not meant to. It's not meant to. It doesn't. But now we can potentially start to cook. So for me personally, that's kind of why I'm entering the longs that I am. You know, there's all of this kind of negative sentiment, but to me that just makes me more and more bullish on it. And then you now see that Trump himself has now brought nearly 19,000 Ethereum. So, I mean, what are the chances that he then mentions, if he even mentions it in a rally, you know, you start to see things like this. We're really in uncertain times, guys. Like, the crypto market right now is absolutely crazy. It's not going to take much before sentiment flips bullish on ETH again, and then I think anyone that's holding it or in a long position on it is going to be doing super well. Now, obviously, I've kind of clowned one of Becca's tweets earlier, but now when you look at this, I definitely agree with this. Real good job panic selling your AI coins to FOMO into Trump at a 50 billion market cap right before Trump mass buys ETH and Binance goes on an AI listing spree. Yeah, it's what everyone else is doing. You need to do the opposite. Everyone's focused right now on this new Trump coin that just launched. Where's Trump coin gonna go? Where's this Trump coin gonna go? Leave that, man. It's all noise. If you got in at the start, great. I'm happy for you. A little bit jealous, but I'm happy for you. But this is where all the attention's going. Everyone's going and focusing on this Trump coin. It's crazy times. It really is. But I think don't worry about it too much. Personally, I'm not too sure why he's done it, because I don't see anything good coming out of this. Now, this tweet from Credible was very true. Don't think it affects the cycle per se, rather it's a sign of how out of touch of reality this space has gotten over the past 6 to 12 months with the meme coin frenzy. President of the US launching a meme coin while holding back 80% of the supply for the team and charging a 1% tax on every trade is a blatant cash grab any way you look at it. Yet the coin has hit multi-billions in market cap within hours of launch. The other thing that I want to say with this, multi-billions in market cap, I mean it has technically, but the only reason it's hit multi-billions in market cap is because 80% of the supply is held back. You know, it's easier to then manipulate price. I think this next part is very true. This event solidifies that we're seeing a modern tulip mania, and as crazy and as irrational as it may get in the coming months, we all know how it ends. So if you haven't been in crypto before, we have these crazy cycles. Crypto goes up only for a bit, everything shoots up hundreds of percent, thousands of percent, everyone thinks it's never going to stop, gets way overpriced, and then we hit these big sell-offs. So all that I'm saying is just be careful. Now, if you don't know the whole tulip thing, there used to be a thing, let me even show you why tulips so expensive. They became like a big status symbol. They were rare, and then ended up becoming super expensive. And then people brought tulip bulbs, like in the hopes of making a profit. People mortgage, and it became a massive bubble. And then people lost money and went bankrupt. This will happen with crypto. People are going to be buying in 2, 3, 6 months from now, still expecting it to go up, and they're going to get wrecked. So if you're not going to get with it now, don't at all. As this guy says again, the only pro that's come out of this is that it's clear the new administration has a vested interest in promoting and supporting crypto, which should be good in the immediate/short to mid-term. In any case, based on all technicals, I believe we're in the final stages of a multi-year secular bull cycle, and things like this just reinforce that idea. So make hay while sun shines, because if I'm right, then what follows after will be pretty ugly. You don't see big highs without big lows, my people. I've experienced 10x's in this bull run. I've experienced 20x in this bull run. You've got to be prepared that there's going to be big drops, and you've got to be ready for them ASAP. So get in, get your money, and get out. If you don't have an exit plan, you're going to get wrecked. If you don't understand your coins, you're going to get wrecked. This is tough because all it takes is one rug now on Trump's coin, and the market will drop. Seriously drop. All that this extra coin's done is just add another possible black swan event to the crypto space. It's a little bit crazy, but like I said, we're in a position where we've got some of the most bullish catalysts possible for crypto right now. We are in potential up-only territory. You know, I do think this is when we're going to start to cook. We averaged 12% in this month, and if we have a little look, then, you know, maybe this will take a couple months. I don't know. But yeah, I'd say just be careful. Obviously, with crypto, you never know when you're going to get a buy the rumour, sell the news event. Now, if you don't know what that means or kind of how that happens, everyone knows that Trump's getting in. Everyone thinks that Trump getting in, and when Trump gets in, price is going to go up. But if everyone knows that Trump's going to get in on this day, why would you be buying in when Trump gets in and not before Trump gets in? Everyone thinks they're going to get a front run. You know, maybe they were buying in here, maybe they were buying in here. You know, because when was it? It was start of November, so obviously it was here when it was announced. People have already been buying in. I don't know what's going to happen from here, if I'm being completely honest. I'm still holding these longs. I'm still bullish on crypto in the long term. I'd say we've got an 80% chance that we absolutely rocket from here. All we need is a couple positive mentions of crypto, but if you're not prepared for a pullback, I'd be careful. So guys, this is mental. This is absolutely mental. So literally just as I was about to upload, this tweet came out. So now we've got a Melania Trump meme coin. I don't know what's going on right now. I really don't know what's going on right now. My Twitter is going absolutely crazy. Yeah, Melania decides. Yeah. So I mean, what's going on? What's going on? Like, I'm lost for words, to be honest. I know I'm just kind of waffling. So Melania then dropped her own meme coin, which is then went up to a 5 billion market cap in about an hour and a half. So while I was recording this video, so yes, I missed another one. And that seems to have sucked that market cap literally straight out of Trump's coin, because earlier we were looking at about a 14, 15 billion market cap. It almost perfectly adds up to then what's then gone into Melania. I'm sure a lot of people are just taking profits, but that literally happened within that kind of same space. You know, we had that literally from when that tweet came out. We then started to drop. So I think this is just something to show. Be very, very careful when it comes to crypto, as always. We're seeing these big sell-offs. I mean, it does look like the Trump coin's then finding some stability, but this is also affecting just a regular market, which is crazy. We're then having this bid off between the Melania coin and then the Trump coin, and then that's now affecting this. So I think when I'd first started recording this, the Melania coin wasn't out yet, and then I was like, you know, you even heard me on the on the previous take go, oh well, sales dropped quickly, and I mean I nearly just leveraged long around here because I was like, what's going on? Why has it just dropped like this? I actually placed a limit for a little bit lower, but boys and girls, only risk what you're prepared to lose. I did have a look on the bubble maps. It doesn't look like anything too fishy from what I can see. If you guys don't know about bubble map, it's great. You can kind of see who the top holders are. You can then click through, see what they're doing. Obviously there are people taking profits, there are people selling into Melania, things like that, but we're all okay. But yeah, I just thought I'd add this on to the end because it's an important update. Breaking news.